Hello everyone, welcome to the second attempt at a one-off game stream, because last night was a fucking disaster. Hopefully this won't be the same. Hopefully. I've not done much today, literally I spent most of the day asleep. I spent most of the day asleep or playing Dragon Age Inquisition, weirdly enough. The game that I never seem to be able to put much time into or go back to. 7 years after it came out, nearly 8. Finally fucking finished it. And then I started playing onto Nightmare mode. Nightmares. Mode, Jesus Christ. Like, everything gets buffs. Everything. Like, there's a mission very early on where you have to go and gather 10 pieces of ram meat, which means killing 10 rams. These little fuckers run away. On easy, you can one-shot them with Varric. On Nightmare, oh my fucking god. Oh, they took so much damage. They shouldn't, but they do. These things take so much damage, and they run. Which means usually they will run towards enemies. And your melee characters follow them, which puts you into an encounter with those enemies. I nearly died 3 times just trying to hunt 10 rams. Did it, but still, what the fuck? What the fuck? Nightmare mode. Still though, I've heard and have been told by several places that Nightmare mode gets easier after the prologue, and the prologue is the hardest part of the game on Nightmare mode, because, you know, as you get more things like, you know, more skills, your specializations, more party members, the further you go with that, the easier the game becomes. And, you know, I found that with my easy playthrough. Granted, I did not take the best specialization, I just took the one that sounded awesome, Reaver. It's like, oh my good god, that sounds amazing, but in reality, it's a class where the more damaged you are, the more damage you do. You don't want to be doing that. I was trying to give myself a nice bit of a balance, you know, being around about half health. That seemed like a really good idea. But yeah, there was still quite a few things that just went, oh look, you're a warrior, you should be able to take this. Smack, dead. Bollocks. So yeah, that was fun for the lore, not fun for the actual playing experience. Oh good god, I see that people are already racking up the push-ups. Yes, I've also seen my champion is one of the ones that is noted as being the best for Nightmare. In fact, the two specializations that I've been told that are the best are Knight Enchanter for a mage and Champion for a fighter. But then I see everyone, you know, all other people saying, oh yeah, a long-range rogue is really good. And other people saying, well no, rogues have been shit since Dragon Age 2, which I fully agree with. Rogues were amazing in Origins. Amazing. Then Dragon Age 2 killed them. Like, one of the main strengths about a rogue was, you know, having 2 weapon sets, and in one weapon set you have your dual stabber things, and on the other set you have your bow, which means you're versatile and can do a fuckload of damage. Dragon Age 2 wiped that out, and Dragon Age Inquisition didn't bring it back, so yeah. But also, I realised I'd never actually played a mage. I've never actually properly played a mage. Yeah. I have played a mage, just, you know, I don't think I've ever finished a game as one. I've played one in Origins because you have to do all of the Origin stories for an achievement, which I got. I played one briefly in Dragon Age 2 and stupidly thought that was going to be the playthrough I tried to romance Fenris. That's a really fucking stupid idea. The anti-mage party member, and I'm trying to get in his pants as a mage. Yeah, that was not going to work. I mean, in fairness, I was also trying to get the achievement for everyone hating me. I thought, I'll be a mage. Seems easier to get people to hate me, and I just couldn't. For some weird reason, even though I was following all of the guides saying, here's how you be an absolute arsehole, and get people to hate you. It's like, why do people like me? Why do people still like me? I'm being an arsehole. Stop liking me. Couldn't do it. Also could not actually finish the game the second time because, Dragon Age 2 is a chore. It's an absolute chore to get through. Alright for a story. Felt a bit lackluster compared to Origins, but it's definitely, out of the trilogy, it's definitely the weaker one of the three. I personally don't like it. I know there are a few people who do like it, but I still maintain that whether you like it or not, it still is the weakest of the trilogy. And I think I know why. Like, I'm pretty sure it's like they couldn't have continued from the original Origins story like they did with Mass Effect, because it was too finished and too clean cut. So they thought, well, let's do something, that goes parallel to the first one. Well, you can't use the main character from the first one for that, because it just doesn't work. You can't do an origin story of that, because Dragon Age Origins is the origin story. You can't do stuff, that happened before to your character, because none of that was important. So they made Hawk, and they just had, I'm sorry, but I've just seen that Lydia's talking about eating carpet. Apparently, Lydia's showing her preference off to chat. No judgment, but still, didn't think you were going to be that, outright about it, Lydia. Yes, that was a really good segue away from my Dragon Age rant, because I will rant about BioWare games in a good and bad way until the cows come home, especially when Fox gets involved as well. Like, literally, if Fox and I get onto a drunk stream and we start talking about a BioWare game, you will not hear anything else out of us for hours, literal hours. Oh yeah, news on that. Apparently, BioWare have said for the KOTOR remake, they are not changing anything about the story, and the gameplay they are making minor changes to. But apart from that, it's all going to be the same. Which sounds like they're mostly going to be doing a graphics update and a stability update, because my good god, that game crashed so much. But I'm also happy for that, because KOTOR was amazing, and so was KOTOR 2. And, gave birth to the MMO SWTOR, which is one of the most story-driven MMOs I've ever played. Final Fantasy XIV being the other one. Excuse me. Even though I couldn't get into it. Somehow, I don't know. All the right ingredients were there for SWTOR, but I just never dived into it properly. Just never did. No idea. But anyway. Welcome to Ether 1. I have no idea what this game's about. I really don't. Even looking at the back of the box tells me next to nothing. I've read this out on the at the end of last night's stream, to give people an idea of what was going to be going on. And literally, this is everything that is on the back of the box to do with the story. Ether 1 is a first-person adventure that deals with the fragility of the human mind. Enjoy open narrative exploration or solve complex puzzles. Gameplay is accessible, allowing you to decrypt puzzles at your own pace. Be free in how you enjoy the game. That's it. That's everything that's on the back of there. And then the French version of what I've just read. A French warning, the PEGI rating of 7 with a horror thing and 3 screenshots. And then the usual stuff at the bottom saying what the particulars of the game are. So yeah, I'm not sure what to expect from this. Also, for the fact that all the stuff I've read online about this gives it very middling reviews. But since when have I been influenced by a game's reviews? Generally, when game reviews get more positive, the more I tend to shy away from the game. It's just the way I work. It's like I will never trust a game rating system again. Ever since Halo got a 10 out of 10, world first 10 out of 10. This is the perfect game. Well, that was well timed. World first 10 out of 10. Mein Leben. Oh my god. But yeah. Ever since Halo was apparently a perfect game, nah, I don't trust reviewers. I don't trust game reviewers at all. The only rating system I've ever seen that I actually do trust is before the remake, before they're remodeling, PlayStation Trophies and also Xbox 360 achievements. They're basically both the same website, but designed differently for Xbox and PlayStation. Had a rating system there that was done by the users of the site. They could rate the game, how they enjoyed it, and basically, these are people who are achievement / trophy hunters, so they're going to be spending a lot of time in the game. It's like, well, out of anyone, those are the sort of people that I will trust the most because they're not even being paid for it. It's not a requirement. You can leave a review of it if you want, or just put a rating. And generally, I seem to agree with those when they were there, but now they don't have any. I think they took that feature out, sadly. But right, before I start getting of course I'm into chat, I will deal with these redemptions. So thank you to DJ for the hydration reminder. Shin has already redeemed go and do a lot of push-ups, and DJ has added that to going to do some push-ups. So I'm going to go do 30 push-ups. So I shall be right back. Return. And as I return, I see that new quote to be added. I need to be rebreed. Something happened whilst I was doing push-ups. So, well, let's catch up on chat and see what that something actually was. There. Now I can't get my headset to sit on my head comfortably. Lily, hello and welcome. Me. Yes, you goblin. Me dragon. That's how it works. Hello, welcome DJ. You. Hello and welcome Mal. Us. Hello and welcome Shin. E. Hello and welcome Mock. E. DJ is F. Lydia, hello and welcome. Sleep, I'm jealous. Be jealous of me and my dragon gifts. Because now I'm really awake. I had a nap a little bit before stream. I was intending to nap before Scoo's stream, but Scoo didn't end up streaming. And after I woke up, I had an energy drink. And I've had a cup of coffee. So I'm awake. I'm real awake. In that time I finished it multiple times, we're not the same. Yeah. But at the same time, I went and finished The Outer Worlds on Supernova on my second playthrough. Suck it. So yeah, I had to wake up early. Ram. I just get this mental image whenever Lydia talks about the new RAM, of just this, her photogen head, and this image of a hand there feeding your RGB RAM to her. Just like premium chips. I don't know why. No, it was just use TAC cam peasant. Tactical camera's shit. No, I don't use it. I do not use tactical camera at all. Literally what I do with that is, oh look, there's enemies. Quick, select one of the tanks. Have them engage, taunt, good, switch back to the mage and nuke them. That's pretty much how I play it. Hello Uncle Pokey, hello plant. I would make a joke about Lydia and her liking of growing plants, but my brain's not firing in the right way without making it just really crass. Ah, crass grass. Grass, grass, crass, grass. Oh yeah, there's the caffeine going in. Oh, Shindella's punishment for the mental scarring. Which bit, Shin? The dragon, the dragon car gif, or when I said, "Hey, just imagine that as being my avatar." I mean, you know, there's that one right there. Could be that. James good with this button that is "I'm immortal now." Yeah, So I was playing through on my easy playthrough with Vivienne, and I put her as a Knight Enchanter, and basically maxed out her tree for that. And she did, she was, basically staying at range most of the time. One of the near-end bosses, I was trying to maneuver out of the way of one of its attacks, and that was the time she decided to go melee and stand next to me. It's like, I'm trying to move around you, stop! Got hit by the attack. Didn't do much because, warrior with armour, but still, it's annoying. Pokey sips their own juice. Thank you, Lydia, for your contribution to the Horror Stream Challenge. Thank you as well, DJ, for your contribution. Mallost and Tempest Rogue. Hello, welcome, Torian. Torian has arrived right at the red carpet. Oh, that's why Lydia's talking about eating carpet. Still kinky. Why paint the carpet blue? I'm not sure painting carpet really works all that well. It doesn't tend to work all that. No, it just doesn't. Yeah, don't make me laugh, I'll die. Not sorry. Ground floor is yellow. In Pokemon, yes. Floor is floor. Oh, they do an ooh, but then changed it to oi. Top floor is chartreuse. Fuck. I thought my brain was being weird today, but no, you lost topping that easily. This floor is made of floor. Tags mind break. Hello, welcome Sarah, and thank you very much for your 4-month subscription with Prime. Very much appreciated. Yay for subs. Love for subs, preciouses. Also, hi. Did a stretch? Bad, can you get pay? And me fucked up. Oof, yeah. Yeah. But still, structuring is necessary. Boot up the game. Thanks for my dick wad. I don't think it's that bad. I do not think it's that bad. I've played games which, I think I've mentioned it before. Avatar: The Last Airbender, the game for Xbox 360 and maybe PlayStation 3. You can get all of the trophies of it in the first 5 minutes of the game. Literally, you get the fighting tutorial, and literally you just move off to the side. Point your character, point Aang to the right, and just keep pressing the B button, and you'll get a over 1,000 hit combo. Bam! All trophies unlocked. There's no reason to play the game beyond that, and I didn't. I rented that game from Love Film back before it became Netflix, when they were just a DVD and game rental place. I did that and then sent it back. So it's like, hey, free game, 3,000 achievement points. Yes, please. How's everyone? Ridiculously energetic. It's weird. I don't know what to do with it all. Shin's living. That's good. Other game awards. Journalist score 80%. Gets game of the year, but the player score is 10%. Yeah. And also, these are the same people who, journalists will go, oh, the game's too hard. It's too violent. Meh. Journalists who say, Monster Hunter shouldn't be about hunting monsters. It's in the name. Sarah needs to be redeemed, do you think, or are you beyond redemption? Even if you are, I can't provide that kind of service. An almighty dragon I may be, but I don't possess the power of redemption. Malware does something very different. Oh, you need to be rebreed. Do you think? Right. Now I see where that came from. Now I do. Can't tie too much schoolwork and work, also other work. Sorry to hear that, Sarah, but yeah, life. I still appreciate you and everyone else who can come here because, you know, busy schedules make for an arse trying to get to these kind of things. You need that? Oh, Jesus Christ. That's something to bring up with your boyfriend, Sarah, not here. Oh my. I need a second one of me to go to my classes while the first does something else. Oh, if you're thinking that way, then no, your boyfriend does not also need to be your father. That's shit for Alabama. Alabama. I can say US states names properly, even if, you know, the US themselves fucking can't. That's where the quote edition came from. Right. Immediately followed by a random quote from Malv. I slapped him with my god rod. Very, very fitting. So you started it. I'll do your wholesome. Fuck. Here, just also in Minecraft playing around on the new server realm. The one which I will never have access to. But also it's a survival one, so I was like, I never want access to it. No. Just blame the pink. Yes, blame the pink on white. That quote now of all times. Dragon gifts or dragon gifts? Gifts. There's no T in gif. I pronounce my T's. I can enunciate properly, unlike Americans. Brother, give me the nya, the heavy nya. Really wish I hadn't read that out loud now. Pokefo's up with the forbidden quote. The E-Empire started, all was going according to plan. Oh god. Oh god. It's like deep throating Satan with thorns coming out of his cock. Well, that was a sour one. Our cultured saviour, Jesus Christ, he was a good guy. I know that somewhere Sarah has got a list of all the quotes that she's gotten into this list. Special cuddle time. Hello, milk tur, eldritch god, and my little used tampon. I needed reminding of that. Thank you, Torian. Jeez. No carp here because this is a dorm, ahem. Top you can't top me. I'm already a top. I'm with a polo shirt. What the fuck? Nice occasionally skirt. What the fuck? Where the fuck did that kind of shit come from? Just got done with Cloud of Darkness, like that's Heavensward. Nice. What are you gonna do there? Yes. Good, good. Murray, hello and welcome. Penis. Penis. Is that what you call it, you know, after your first experience of anal sex? Penis. And Mal comes out with the very first quote. You know, I was doing things to Mori. Go Monster Hunter when we go get Monster Fucker. We have that. It's just, you know, usually on art websites. Found a way to cheese. What is it with the cheese theme on this bit? Can't watch on weekends anymore, and it gives me the sads. Maybe after the semester's done. Alabama. Take my tea's hot, thank you. Yeah, but I bet you microwave the water. I bet you heat the water in a microwave. Heathen. Absolute heathen. Who'd microwave water? Have you heard of Final Fantasy XIV's critically acclaimed MMO? It has a trial version where you can play up to Heavensward, get to level 60 all for free. Yes, I have. I got way past that point. I never even did the trial. Literally, I think I got the starter edition. Yeah, I got the starter edition, so I was never a trial member. But then again, I was also a beta tester for it. It's like, after having, you know, beta tested, and honestly, it was shit in beta. It was such a shit game in beta and in initial release. But then they remade it into A Realm Reborn, and it actually became really good. And then seeing everyone else hyping about it, and it's like, well, I need something else apart from World of Warcraft. So I picked that up. I was like, never looked back. They have an electric tea kettle. Good. Roommate says I'm not allowed to use a microwave after a broke or rolled one. My defense, that was not my fault. Sure. Sure. You stick me, haven't played it. Well, to be fair, Mal, it does require a PC. Actually, no, it's on PS4. It is on PS4/PS5. So, and it was also completely crossplay. I just don't know if you can get the free trial on the PS4 without buying it. I actually don't know if you can. If you can, then you might try it. You should. Miko, why the fuck do you have Oku's theme? Ah, sorry. It requires money. Ah. No, I tried to make microwave popcorn rather than her microwave popped instead and smell like burnt rubber. I'm going to go with you broke it. Microwave the fish. No. She blamed you. You did use it last. And, you know, it was whilst you were using it, you know, it popped and then smelled like burnt rubber. So, I'm going to say with, you know, that was kind of caused. I took you off my headphones. Penis! And Angel know you're taking her side. So hurt. Double penis. Microwave dildo. I don't want to know what that would produce. I really don't. Apart from a mess. You know, Dower says like the first things when nuclear fusion birds. You know, subscribed. I don't see my subscriber number going down. Empty threats. And writing you into my will just to write you out of it. So a bit of a giggle move. You heard Final Fantasy VII and Genshin not safe for work. No characters. So it was on Italian government for 30 seconds on Final Fantasy and Genshin playing people for hacking. Ah, yeah, sure. I only heard about the Final Fantasy VII one with Tifa, but yeah, I saw that come up on Facebook. I was like, oh god, that's hilarious. And I think the tagline for it was, someone doesn't know what NSFW means. Jill says you're allowed to use her microwave, Malcolm. I am not. Go about now. I have all the microwave privileges of the world. I will begin harnessing this microwave energy, and I will make this ultimate empire where I will control all the processed food, and then I shall be president of the American states. Legend Ling. Didn't know about that one. Turns out it'll probably start dripping from the heat. Depends on what it's made out of, but yes, most likely. Most likely, yes. Right. I'll go to I will make a tree out of your corpse. I honestly do not know what that was from. No, I really can't. I really cannot think what that was from. Probably Dark Souls. No, I don't think it was it can't have been a Dark Souls reference. I really don't think it could have been, because there is a boss in that called the Cursed Rotted Greatwood. It's just a giant tree with bollocks on it. But I bet Jesus was really into CrossFit. There's one from Nia. Sounds like Yoko talking to the guy who broke his mask. Yeah. Am I the only one who finds it weird to have an anti-militarism message in a setting where said militarism is a necessity? Probably. I don't know. No idea. But, as stuff caught up with. It's only been like half an hour. The same with yesterday. Sounds like I really. Right, I'm going to reduce the volume on OBS because I've not even opened this game yet. So we're going to see. So it might be really loud. It might have sound settings. Who knows? EUIRL, I agree. And Warplo and welcome. The opposing themes are pretty needed. Sounds like America. You can't even see that it says Ether 1. You can see Iffy. Effie. There we are. The game is now called Effie and nothing else. That is quite loud. Okay, URL. I saw this Texas pop in. So, isn't this real life? No, it's just fantasy. In vitro reverse lactation. Thank you for that, Mal. Thank you for that mental image. IRL is like IUD, except it goes in some players' cells. And for just a moment, I confused IUD and IED, and I was very, very confused. Suppose you see Unreal. Take that shit off. That seems about right. If it gets too loud, I'll just pop back into the options menu and reduce it again. Life pro tip, never mix it up with your IUD and IED. No, never do that. I know, yo, in some smut writings that an explosive climax is often described, but that's not the way to go about achieving it. It really isn't. Me and Mal made a similar joke. Only Mal said that's how you get a baby boom. Okay, boomer. Silence, yes. Language English, yes. Head bob, yes. Vibration function, yes. Crosshair visibility, okay, yes. Visual impairment, no, I don't have a visual impairment. Boomer. Video. How you can tell it's a console game. Video options, brightness. Controls. Oh my good god, it actually has a control list. Interact, cancel, teleport to case, jump, why is touchpad examine? Read item, restore lamp, raise lower lamp, pause game, sprint. I found there's a sprint button. It's a walking game, there's a sprint button. We're all very bright here, with our one brain cell that we all share. Yep. Then Mal gets a Monster Hunter quote of Titty Yaya. What's a brain cell? I don't know, I'll tell you when I find one. Start new game. Lamp. It's a special time in a person's life. Oh my god. Mock gets a random quote and gets me running away from something in Dark Souls.
Hey, it's me. Listen, I'm sorry for the things I said earlier on. It's just... God, I really don't think you should go to that place. I don't think they care. Not like they should. And before you think it, I know...
Sometimes it's a little delayed.
To want to feel safe, to want more. You know I do it. But Jesus, do you know how they view you? Just another patient to squeeze money out of.
You have a screen drink?
Please.
Oh, fine.
Don't go tonight.
I'll wait until this intro's over and then I'll pause. Help me extend my gourd. Oh my god, that's a Sekiro quote. Back in a sec. I return. Okay, so special shitting fragment. That was an explosive end. Shitting fragment followed by an explosive end. All I can think of is that shitting fragment was, a memory fragment. I completely forget what game that was from. It probably was from Control. Fun fact, Clown Police lives under Raimi's floorboards. That's worrying. We teach, they restore, you remember. Ether. Institute of Telepathic Medicine. You will never forget. We can help them remember. Pick up a restoration information leaflet today. Keeping your fondest memories alive. Discuss the benefits with your local Ether representative. Okay. It's like being secured by kebab. Giving telepathic medicine not a thought lately. I'm done. Sound your mic made just sound like how I imagine Satan's asshole to sound like. No, that's just me. That's just my mouth. So other medicine is what happens if you get vaccinated. That seems really steep. Fade in music. That's the kind of subtitles we've got. Well, I want to identify objects of interest. Ethereal rock.
In the mid-19th century, advances in genetic and psychological sciences led to a series
You
of
teach, they restore, you remember.
regarding the human genome.
Vision of your past, restore for your future.
Experiments, the
It doesn't
issue
have a
needed
American hell ferry that drives everyone insane into their floorboards.
ways of mapping the human
I don't have
mind,
floorboards.
expanding the knowledge of our species.
I have laminate on top of concrete.
1942. Whilst the world was at odds with itself.
I have no idea where I came from. You, I fucked myself so hard. The sprint function isn't all that quick. Officers and gallery.
The Restorer.
Restoration chamber 3. Oh! That actually is something I can interact with. Initiative. Oh god, the Sword Saint. Best prank yet. Hey James, I have totally set up the greatest prank to get McCarthy back this weekend, especially after what he did to my sandwich last week. I found out that he always works late on Saturday evenings, usually on his own on maintenance within Restoration Chamber number 3. You're not going to believe what I've cooked up. I replaced the fuse in the Rembrandt power box with the wrong type. When McCarthy comes to do the power check on the chair, he's going to make a huge bang. He's going to be scared to death. That sounds like it's not compliant with OSHA guidelines. Items can be placed here. Terminal, Ether Solution 3.5. Ready, loading Ether Solution 3.5. Loading, ready. Ether Solution 3.5 suspended due to insufficient data regarding health and safety. Ratio of positive and negative effects upon consumption is currently 1 to 2. It is worth noting that the current positive effects have shown the intended outcomes of the experiment clearly. Positive effects including a stronger, more defined focus in patients, as well as stronger cognitive skills. Negative effects, however, have shown serious problems to the consumer, in some cases causing further short-term memory loss. Short-term memory loss. DMCA. I don't think that was a DMCA song. You never know. But in fact, Bioshock 1 and 2 don't have achievements. Remastered do have achievements both on PC. Oh, interesting. I think he has some memory loss, but I can't remember. I mean, yeah, that makes sense because Bioshock 1 and 2 were kind of from an era before everything was achievement heavy. Appointments. That's a very hexagonal bell.
Is that? It is. Oh, this is excellent. We're so glad to have you back. My name is Dr. Edmonds, but you can call me Phyllis if you like. Right. There should be a register on the reception desk. So once you've signed in, grab the key card from the top drawer and head on down. You will need it to gain access to the lower floors.
Square to open drawers and pick up items.
Restoration procedure for patient
JN2057
will commence shortly. Staff are advised to prepare chambers for initial projection.
it seems you best get a move on. There's plenty to do, and for you, plenty to see and discover. I'm going to be guiding you through the process of restoration this evening, and hopefully ensuring that nothing terrible happens to you or our client. I'm in restoration chamber number 3. Now, if you don't mind, would you be a dear and head on down?
Shouldn't hurt phallic. I mean, I do say penis a lot, so yeah. When holding an object, press to examine it. Oh, I see.
The Restorer. The next step in human evolution, an asset to society and a wonder.
Would you kindly go to Restoration Chamber 3? Does feel like that. I just heard a scuttling noise. I'm not all particularly comfortable with that. So pick up items and so put down. Restructuring memory, cognitive psychology. It's up. I can only hold one item at a time. I see. Industrial mining air compressors. Owner's manual. Ooh. You didn't hear a scuttle? Worrying. It's possibly because of my volume settings. Okay, it happened again. Restorers may only carry one item at a time. Items can be placed here. Nothing, you're right. Don't even. Ether Solution 5.1. Ether Solution 5.1 has shown significant improvements over its predecessors. There's currently only a 20-to-1 chance that negative and detrimental cognitive effects will impair participants when taken regularly. Positive effects include superior long and short-term memory, which directly aids in reducing confusion and hysteria. The only major concern so far is how long the effects of the new solution last. A high dosage can have serious effects on the liver and heart, and I fear long-term subscription will induce similar problems within patients. Pot. Art. Peat Hill Reserve, Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey. Can I... glug? No? A book with no information on the cover. Ominous. A pill bottle with nothing on it. Because there's a loudspeaker here, I'm kind of guessing I'm actually supposed to be here. Now my sequence broken slightly. Only to carry one item is kind of dumb. It is a bit. Well, you shoved your bottle down your pants. Yep. Boom. It's always a good thing, you know. You do that. Hey, you want to take a gander at the Eiffel Tower? Does discuss eat my tens if I carry two. I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna head back to the the place that it told me to go. As if anyone want to sip. It's weird. Some of these things are textured and rendered really well, and then Shit like that exists. Not sure what to make of this. Restoration chambers 1 and 2. How? How is this chambers 1 and 2? You can go in here at least. Can't see me. I hide. Look like Dave in that one bit. Restoration chamber 3. So why is 3 the one that's active and not 1 and 2? You think 1 and 2 would be the most active ones, you know, being numbered 1 and 2. Restructuring memory, yeah, I read that. I looked at that. Didn't exactly read the book. I picked it up, spun it around then, but maintenance. Yeah, that was more a maintenance closet though. Terminal project malfunction. Due to a rad rejection, R157 has suffered severe hemorrhaging in the brain. This resulted...
You know, we do tell them not to leave the pre-designated path, to stick to the memory routes laid out for them. But do they listen? Of course they bloody well don't. And unfortunately, recovery isn't always an option, once you experience the deep recesses of another consciousness.
Thanks for the interruption. Has suffered severe hemorrhaging in the brain. This has resulted in a minor stroke impacting our patient's motor abilities. The investigation is still underway, although evidence points to a fault within the cerebral component of the restoration chair. Patient R157 is currently in the recovery chamber and, depending upon treatment, may have sustained damage to memory functions. Ominous. I can hear beeping going all around, mostly in my right ear though. No matter which way I was going around, it was in my right ear. Again, Restoration Chamber 3. Restoration Chambers 1 and 2. Shifty. I'm going back up to that other room. I thought it might have been sequence breaking me. Nope. Box. If you're in the place to remember things, you probably already have damage to memory functions. Unless I'm supposed to be working here. Because she did make it sound like I was going to be one of the restorers. Stationery list. Get stapler. Get hole puncher. Need 12 ballpoint pens. A4 paper. Use stationery to write letters. Use hole puncher to file letters. Get staples. Get hole puncher. Need 12 ballpoint pens. A4 paper. Use stationery to write letters. Use hole puncher to file letters. Use stapler to staple things. Flashlight. Really? Engineering drawing. A bell. Oh, a bell. I can carry books. Plant. He would be the apex predator, except he eat the plant. Suppose a bit creepy it is, but Annabelle Bell. Note to Charlie, remember to meet in the gallery at 1 o'clock in the morning. A new projection is due to start and it's going to be incredibly interesting. You know that accident that occurred a few weeks ago? Well, it's that same patient. Meet me in the locker room at midnight if you want to join us. Robert. Weird. Shin, thank you very much for the contribution to the horror stream challenge. And now it said halfway done again. Thanks, Switch. Terminal. Patient 0 historic log. Ooh. The birth of a new era occurred today. Patient 0, whom we have been working with in our project experiment, has brought forth some very interesting results. Firstly, his ability to communicate telepathically has improved dramatically, although it is, at this moment in time it is akin to a babe's ability to wail at its mother. His telekinetic ability has shown small amounts of improvement, tiny movements here and there. We even witnessed a box move across the table the other day. Fascinating implications. Oh, that ain't good. Haven't you seen fucking Akira? Doctor's log, entry 329. After the terrible incident during R157's treatment of patient J2057, wasn't that the patient that number that was given to me when I picked up the keycard? It's occurred to me that we must fashion a mental safety mechanic that will instantly secure the consciousness of a restorer. Speaking with Dr. Collins, we were able to define a way to contain some of the restorer's subconscious mind after the initial projection, creating a defined and contained space within the restorer's own mind, something we now refer to as the case. If we were to think of this in physical terms, I would say the metaphor of a safe would suit quite well, a space to hold the raw essence of the restorer's mind, so if the worst happens we have an origin point to work back from. Oh, so that's why I have that button to teleport to the case. Sure this won't ever be anything I regret? Oh no. Patient 0 is Patient 0 from Doctor Who Now patient. No, Patient 0 always refers to whenever there's a incident or instance of something like, a condition, Patient 0 is the first one to contract it, or the person where it originates from. I already read that.
Sometimes these procedures don't, how should I put it, go to plan. But really, there's nothing to see here anyway. Shouldn't you be heading to Restoration Chamber number 3 to meet me?
Shifty. The people of the planet is guilty of any crimes by the law of the Atraxi. We're getting Doctor Who quotes in. I actually can't remember if Prisoner Zero was a David Tennant or a Matt Smith one. I think it's a Matt Smith one. I think it actually might have been Matt Smith's originating one. It was David Tennant, then if it was Matt Smith, then yes. Awesome. Swords didn't close, they phased. Phase 0 is Smith. Ah, it's good then. Can't stand David Tennant's Doctor Who, I really can't. I like David Tennant as a person, and I respect him as an actor, but I cannot stand his Doctor Who. I really can't. See what's behind those doors, those big wires. Yeah. I'm wondering what this all is. Like, it very much seems that if I'm not supposed to be somewhere, it's not complete. Like this. This is a massive red flag, and it's not just because it's a big red room. And her insistence I should be going along there. You know what else is a red flag? I don't know, but I do like...
Isn't it? A miracle of the 20th century. A window into the minds of others, and a tool to cure disease and illness. But it would be nothing without the likes of you.
Me? I know it's, I really like Switzerland's flag. It's a big plus.
I need the electrical input for the Rembrandt installation rerouting. You can access it from that terminal over there.
It's like the code number instead of just your name. Oh yeah, true. Well, oh, I see. Right, okay, I see different fuses. And the prank was, that it wasn't, that there was the wrong fuses in there. Identity file, Jean Thornton. Thornton Jean. I wonder if this is the person we're talking about. Age, nice. Sex, female. Nationality, British citizen. Blood type, A. ID number, J2057. Profession, teacher. Place of birth, Pinwheel. The fuck is Pinwheel? Relationship status, unknown. Next of kin, unknown. Notes, migrated to the USA in her 20s, only to return to the UK about 7 years ago. She still retains a British passport, and has been confirmed to have been working as a teacher in Arizona for the past 30 years. Poor person. Poor woman having, to be in Arizona. Since returning, she's been residing at her town of birth, Pinwheel, Cornwall. Is there a place called Pinwheel in Cornwall? Pinwheel, oh no, it's Dark Souls. She was born in the Dark Souls, boss. She's either amazing or she's really, 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 really easy. Fucking Cornwall. There are worse places you can be than Arizona. As far as the US is concerned, not many. Actually, wait, no. Yeah, all the states in the US are pretty bad. Like Cornwall. Mal has a bit of a prejudice against Cornwall, apparently. Name, Thornton, Jean. Age, 69. Still nice. Room, Restoration 219. Chart number, 13270569. Service, Dr. Phyllis Edmonds. Clinical diagnosis, dementia with Lewy bodies. Recommended treatment, E1562 solution, subscription and restoration therapy. Speak for yourself. What? Most states in the US are fucking awful. In fact, I think probably all of them are because, you know, oh look, it's the USA. Restores may only carry one item at a time. Only accepts 308 fuses. That is not the right fuse. And we get these from Cornwalls, like Cornish pasties and Scrumpy. You do realise that Scrumpy is a Somerset thing, because cider. Not Scrumpy.
For God's sake. Why can't anything work around here? Can you not do it?
Can I not do anything right? Oh, I see. It's my fault, is it? Fucking fast, I don't like Phyllis already. It still doesn't pop. So 300A is the kind that I need to put in. 300A, 300A, 120A, 75A, 75A. I'll take this one then. Now I really want mulled apple cider. Rembrandt Repairer. Swap the fuse in Restoration Chamber 3. I've unlocked one trophy and I now have 3% of the trophies in this game. There's not much to platinum. Is there a platinum? Yes. 2.1% rarity. Only 60% of people who have played it have gotten this far. Jesus fuck. Swap the entire building and not put 300A in. Okay. Alright, I get into that now. Ether chair. Do a fix. Dragon do a fix.
Right. A few things before we project.
You're about to become the dreamer from Remnants. Oh no.
Currently in a very delicate state. Our primary focus is to ensure that we clear this area of her mind from the plaque buildup that is causing the disease. In order to do that from within, we're going to need to use her own memories to reinforce the medical treatment she's receiving.
Well, this is creepy. Yeah, that's kind of unsettling. I'm so glad I'm not claustrophobic.
Are you ready?
No. Okay. Chair looks a bit like Assassin's Creed chair from Memory Thingy. A little bit, yeah. I see the client as a patient. You restore or fix the issues. Yeah. Prime Fex potting territory.
Now, I know this may feel a little strange, being new technology, but please don't worry about it. We all get used to change eventually, don't we?
What the fuck? Okay, they're just going to drown me. Apparently I need to be drowned. Loud noises. Suffocating no breath. Okay, time to study. I had fun though. Thanks for the stream. No problem at all, Sarah. Thanks for coming as long as you did. I'll see you later.
Okay, listen up. You time to get acquainted with your surroundings. It keeps most restorers' sanity intact. For a short while, anyway.
Press triangle to teleport to and from the case. Okay. What the mind thinks, the heart transmits. 1944, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Devlin Mine. Restore projectors 0 out of 20. Brimcliff Mines. Pinwheel Harbour. Items can be stored here. Items can be stored here. There's a lot of item storage areas. Pinwheel Industrial, Pinwheel Village. Yes, I know you want to teleport to me. Game, let me explore, please. To find more wheels for that, I'm guessing. No exploring, teleports. It does seem that way, doesn't it? Fine.
Our sole purpose this evening is to track the memory and pinpoint its location so we can cleanse it of any disease present. Everything you're seeing in front of you is a visual environment pieced together from our client's subconscious mind. Barren wastelands or an abstract painting reimagined. It's all completely tangible. All I can see are brain scans of tissue degradation confirming my previous diagnosis of dementia. Both are incredibly important if we are to succeed and understand our client's needs. Now, if you just give me a second, I'll have some more details for you.
No shit, go for it, Mop.
Feel free to explore in the meantime.
Pretends they're Shadow Realm. Apparently so, yes. Give me beer. Give me beer. Give me food, give me fire, give me dabba dabba dia. Plant. House of the Light. Feel to explore. It's only someone's memories. I know, right? Well, I found a secret already, apparently. Either they're already reusing assets, or that's... What the fuck? That's what was there from... Reformers Chambers 1 and 2. Spamming the screenshots, no problem. I will look afterwards. No, 1 and 2. This game mentions dementia. Yep. This game very much deals with dementia, like, that's all I've heard about it, is that it is a game that deals very heavily with that, but I don't know what it does with that. I mean, I imagine, that this game would have been massively slated if it represented it in a bad way. And I haven't seen anything like that. I haven't seen anything say, that this game handles it badly. Devlin Mine. Can't wait for the psychological horror. Well, I mean, the tags for this literally just describe it as adventure game and indie game. So I have got no clue. Why do I have 2 messages on Discord? Ah. Yeah, I think I'll need that more than I will need beer, sadly. Such an idiot. Oh god, I'm such an idiot. I borrowed the air compression manual in order to make repairs in the mine. I left it down past the blast doors. Steve has warned me so many times about being forgetful. I just hope I can get back before it gets lost forever. Can't afford for any wages to be docked this week. Dan. Okay.
It's worth noting that if you feel an item might be useful later on in your journey, and you have no use for it now, you can always store it in the case and collect it at any time.
Well, I'm guessing this is going to be useful later. God, that's an awkward inventory system. Especially seeing as if there's a group of things there that might be useful like that, I've got to keep doing this. That's a bit clunky. Henry's Raisins. Sweeter than ever. Wickran, and welcome. What is this game? Also greetings from Insomnialand. This is Ether 1. A game where I think you play as a memory restorer dealing with a patient who is suffering from dementia. So, by going into their memories. So, yeah. The safety mining laws come into effect soon. Be sure to check with your mining warden to get up to date with the new laws for your safety and the safety of your co-workers. Co-workers. Pinwheel Industrial tin exports plummet. All hopes on US exports deal. Hundreds of jobs are at risk, and local tin and arsenic export quantities lower dramatically within the European territory. All hopes are pinned on the successful closing of a US export deal that would secure the company for the foreseeable future. The closure of Pinwheel Industrial would have devastating consequences on the small mining town of Pinwheel, where the economy relies greatly on the exports of tin, arsenic, and cider. Why the fuck are you exporting arsenic? What secrets does the lighthouse hold? Special church service. In preparation for Pinwheel's May Day celebrations, Father D. Volstenholm, that's very close to Wolfenstein, will be holding a special service at Pinwheel Church. The service will commence at midday and will conclude with the ringing of tower bells. Don't see how going to someone's memories will help dementia. They can't remember things, they wouldn't have those memories. I think it's all about those things, if you can establish connections to those other memories, then it might help them remember. So like, point A and point B you already have. Point C exists, but you don't know it exists, but somehow you might see from point B there is a path leading there. You follow that path and, oh look, there is a point C. Something as my friend too. Same. Bell's Inventions. Bell's Inventions breathe fresh air into Pinwheel. Okay. I read about that. I had that book about new engineering designs by A. Bell. Excuse you, what's that? That's a button. That's a fucking button! But it won't let me push it. Dementia's a little bit of a touchy subject for me, so you're gonna go. I'll probably be back later. Sorry. No, don't worry about it, Shin. Do not worry about it whatsoever. I will most likely see you tomorrow for the Disco Elysium stream if you're around. But thank you for coming in as long as you did, and I will see you later. Take care of yourself, my friend. So the Church of Dark Souls 1 Pinwheel, the most challenging Dark Souls 1 to ever this? No. So Pinwheel is apparently a mining town in Cornwall, which is a part of the UK. So Cornwall exists. Pinwheel, I'm not so sure. Unease in the mine. Mr. Moran, it has come to my attention that during my inspection of the mining facilities here at Devlin, that many of the workers in the pit are unsettled, uneasy and as a result unproductive. There's clearly a correlation between the pitiful working conditions that these men have to endure and their motivation to do productive and worthwhile work. Lifts and descent devices are clearly in disrepair, ventilation in the chambers below are blocked, causing fume and smoke build-up. With these issues and more in mind, as with my sincere apologies, I decide that the Devlin mine should close temporarily until these issues meet the standards required by your governing union body. That's not good.
Readings indicate that the central focus of this memory is located below you, in an old abandoned mine known as Devlin. Entry 95D in our client's memory journal indicates that an accident occurred affecting them in a meaningful way.
You give me a jump button, but you don't let me jump over railings. I see, game. Weird sound effects. Well, there's a combination lock there. I saw D11. I don't know what else is there. Arsenic. 2 sacks of arsenic. So I did also see that this game, apparently you can either just follow the story or you can go through a puzzle heavy experience, and the puzzles are completely optional. And I'm guessing that that combination lock is one of said puzzles. Try 1, 2, 3, 4. It's never 1, 2, 3, 4. Been through here. Something else that indicates some form of code. That's just the same music. An X never marks the spot. Oop. If it's 1337, I'll be skipping. I doubt it. The only thing that I've gotten so far in form of definitive clue is D11. Okay, so there's something up there. There is something up there. So that's the end of it. How are you supposed to get up there if... So there's D11 there. Oh, excuse me. Because there's no parkour in this, so I can't jump up to that. And that's the only other place. Oh, can I jump up on this? Oh, jumping mechanics in this are kind of... I managed to jump on something, and now I'm up here. I am not meant to be up here. These boxes have no collision. I was never meant to be able to get up here. And yet somehow I am. I broke it. I broke the game already. Broke the game. Whoops. That was fun. So I can't see anything apparent that would suggest what the code could be. The fact that sound effect is literally just there is mildly annoying. So it's a four combination lock. Okay, let's try Leet just for the lols. Nah. 2057. No, it's not 2057, Mal. D11. If we take it to the D being the fourth letter of the alphabet, but done in a two-digit form, that would make it 0411. Silent going inside to Gene. Nope, that one ain't either. I've got no idea what it is then. Schools like households, yep. If you decide to stop production, our beloved Field Cider may cease production upon the ending of the May Day celebrations. Mr. P. Field. Don't pee in your field. Who might soon not be able to continue with his labour pending a US export deal, wanted to share some words. Thank you all to all that have supported me during these tough times. That's Mr. Harvey of Hale. Dear Mr. Harvey, as I'm sure you're aware, my client Mr. H. Smith is intent on offering you a particularly generous buyout of the Harvey & Co. Limited Enterprise. We'd like to propose a meeting between parties and solicitors on the 15th of October at our offices in Devlin to discuss a potential acquisition of assets and trade. But be under no illusion, Mr. Harvey. We are fully aware of your current financial disposition and are incredibly interested in rectifying the situation for you. Maybe 1510 then. What's the date? At least a partial one. Yeah, quite possibly. So I'm looking at 1510. Nope. At least lets me in here. I suppose that's all I picked up. Note self, I need to ensure that I remember the lock combination Devlin's side entrance, but the warden banned any of us from writing it down. Miners eat from metal plates, don't forget. What? Miners eat from metal plates. Miners eat from metal plates. Well, that's definitely the clue. The clue is miners eat from metal plates. But what could that actually indicate? But if it's going to be anywhere, it's going to be about that, where those gas masks were, because that seemed like it was a cafeteria area. Or, you know, just some eatery. Okay, so we're here again. Looking for metal plates. Oliver John Goldleaf Tobacco. Nothing about that. Minus each for metal plates. Minus each for metal plates is going to be the first level of each. Yeah. Way too long. That still looks like a button in there. Minus E for metal plate. Facing Harry. This is a bit of, not meant to be able to jump on this either, apparently. Apparently the jump function is not something they should have included. Metal plate. That's a metal plate. Not so sure why they would eat from it, but it's a metal plate nonetheless. I just keep going in circles. Callie, hello and welcome. I am confused. This is the first puzzle the game's thrown at me. I'm stumped. Cute save. Thank you. I don't feel it. Then again, I don't think I ever do. I wonder if that's not mine. You see all metal dinner trays in one of the rooms? I saw something that could be akin to a metal plate, but it was like literally under where it gave the clue. This game's very easy to break. Like, these look like metal plates, but I can't interact with them. They don't look like they've got anything relevant on them. Mine's eat from metal plates, don't forget. Nah, that can't be. That's got to just be a random texture. Yeah, it is. Reused asset. That and that are the same, it's just been turned 90 degrees. I was going to play the gas mask. Going soon. Meant maybe the from isn't counting it. Yeah. But that's still more because it's a 4-digit code. On the kitchen. I just couldn't see a kitchen actually. Part of me thinks I need this. The remnant puzzle base, I really did, yeah. Because I'm guessing I can use it like that to, you know, magnify something. Doesn't actually magnify anything, but I'm pretty sure it will. If I connect it. Okay. Red leather chair. Definitely mine. Keep forgetting that I've got that L1 ability. There's nothing in here. Some of this graphic style almost gives me a headache. I quite like the graphic style. It's simplistic, but without being too much. Maybe it's movement. It could quite well be the movement. Was there a dining table somewhere? Yeah, I've checked it. There's no plates around it whatsoever. This is the only thing that's even close to a metal plate, and it's not really. It actually looks more like it's metal. Not metal, wood. I'm confused. I'm really confused. Thank you for hydration, more and drone warp. In the name of progress, I'm going to look up a guide. Walk through on guide. Never mind. What? Either a metal plate or a metal dinner plate. No idea. Fine. So projectors. Okay, there's one projector in the Devlin mine then. Okay, that's that was that. Sometimes you might not complete all the puzzles, but it won't matter as long as you restore the projector. Okay. What? Head upstairs. I never even looked up here. Never even went up here. That would be why I never even went up here. Found the code, but not actually where to find the game if you want it. Nah, I think I've got it where it needs to be now. If it's not here, then I'll take the code. Pleasant. Oh, give me that. 1670. That's the code. I just hope it's the right one. I hope that's it. Otherwise, I'm definitely stuck. So you're right, it was a date. Just, you know, a bit of an obscure one. Thank you, Torian, for your contribution to the Horror Stream Challenge. Here's the last place to check. Yep.
Okay, so I've been digging a little deeper into our client's personal history, and I found details of a strong emotional response to someone who once worked within the mine. An entry that discusses the mine at great length, but doesn't discuss whom the individual was that worked there. Continue to work your way down, further into the mine. It seems the center of this memory is very much at the heart of these industrial ratways. I'll contact you if I gain any more information.
That's pertinent. Sort of looking after that. Yeah, but in this case it was literally the only place I hadn't looked. I didn't even know it was there. Please ensure all valves are in the correct position before the leave activation, and if I don't, nothing. Right, okay, so we've got... Oh, really, game? Really? I can barely see that, so... Left, right, left. That's left. That's right. That's left. And what are the other two? Left, right. That was easier. That's drained all the water now. Ah, there's this. She stirs beyond the waves. I hear her calling as we work the ground, crying and begging for us to stop, pleading and bargaining as we bring our tools down into the earth, rock and metal beneath our feet. Her waves are crashing against the cliffside in protest, cursing our industrial ventures, crying for her plight. I know in my heart that one day she will lash out and we shall pay the price. But what can I do, Mother Earth? I have mouths I need to feed, a job that I need to do. The industrial man asks of me and I shall provide. As the machines brim with repetitive life and the crafted tools claw at the rock face, I feel the unrelenting force of nature below me, make its preparations to unleash its free-form glory upon us. Yeah, you'll be watching the bedroom TV now, so you'll be lurking? No problem at all, Kelly. I appreciate the lurk. Have yourself a good rest. Still one good thing about to say, you got your PS5. Hey, nice! Ordered on Saturday and took 2.5 work days to arrive. Honestly impressed, definitely. So, Wigrim, one thing I would recommend with that, go through your PS4 and use the PlayStation Plus cloud service to back up all of your saves. All of them. And be aware that any game you own on PS4 that can upgrade to the PS5 version, most of them won't take over your PS4 save unless it contains a specific mechanic to bring your save over. These are things that I had to learn when I did it on mine. Down I go. Going down, down, deeper and down into the mines. Something's going down. Something ain't right in the mines today. A man can sense when something isn't right. It stinks up the air, making us sweat. Heard someone say they were going to close the goddamn mine down entirely. The air compressor keeps breaking. We have no manual to fix it. We need a way to cut the ventilation pipes, otherwise we'll suffocate down here. Suffocate down here. I must could easily evolve into SCP, and yeah, I've already noticed the same thing only transferred to Borderlands 3 and God of War 4 yet. So Borderlands 3 has a built-in thing to convert your PS4 save to PS5, so that's not so bad. Honestly, the only game that I've seen that had an issue with it was Disco Elysium. But then again, I was still at the beginning of Disco Elysium, so I wasn't really too bothered about losing the save file. Because I only played like one session of it, and not got very far.
Sights and smells can help store memories forever.
A projector. I'm not sure how they got here, but I think they relate to our patient's history. Don't worry, you won't need these to progress this evening as they're an optional task, but we should at least give this one a try.
God of War doesn't, so cloud save there. Yeah. Cloud save it still works. Yeah. But also the thing is though, if you use the cloud save feature, then you know it brings the save data over to your PS5, or just keeps it on the cloud. There's a catch voice. Apparently. Bloody air hoses have been clogged up again, which means I'm going to have to puncture a hole in the rubber pipes to clear the smoke up down here, and I don't care how I do it. We had to seal the lower mines off to stop the smoke spreading. It's hell for the miners, and even though it's not a deal, it'll have to do for now. Foreman. Okay, so how do I do that? Visitors you guide. Yeah, there's something from Jean as well. Dan, I can't find the air compression manual anywhere, which means we can't get the door to budge. It must be around here somewhere, and you're the last one to have it. Do you please find it and place it here on my desk, Steve?
I'll store important notes like this downstairs in the case for you. They'll be there whenever you want to have a look at them.
I know where the thing is. He said it was, just inside the blast doors.
The things we touch throughout our life can stay with us in the back of our minds.
Go look as well. Have fun. No problem at all, Saurian. Let's come in as long as you did. I'll see you later. I'm a bit hungry. Same. Okay, so I need to put something on there to get crushed. But I don't have said thing. Yet. Hide and seek. We slink and stir throughout the night, lurking through the unknown, lurching in the places where only children dare go. Dank alleys and secret fields navigated with the aim of reaching our adventurous and illuminated destination, hiding from our foes, our lamp in tow. What? Ominous. Scuttle, scuttle, scuttle. I wonder. No real indication of how I'm supposed to fix that projector. Like, none whatsoever. It's 3:30 local time. I hate being awake at this time and I didn't get rambly, restless, grumpy, yet feeling all round good about it. Yeah, being up early in the morning is weird like that. Especially when you can't sleep. Ugh. I think feelings like that are more tied to a lack of sleep rather than just the time. Maybe the repaired story lots. Maybe. But I am currently in a state of, now what? Again. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I can't go back up. So whatever it is I need to do is solidly in here. Yeah, hopefully sleep as I work in the morning. No problem at all, Wob. Thanks for coming as long as you did. I'll see you later. And now what is why I'm not a fan of puzzle games. Depends on the puzzle game. Some puzzle games are very well made. Oh, okay.
Although broken and fragmented, they hold the key to remembering the way we were.
What?
Oh, I hope that wasn't important.
Why? Which I got? Oh, I see. Yeah, sharp thing to puncture the air compressor thing. Okay, so where's this book? Welcome back, Mock. The Devil's Chamber, Part 1. I hear the knockers calling me, deep down the mine shaft. The temptress of the sea is rolling, Brimcliff will have the last laugh. The miners left their homes that day, to stop the devil within. They never returned for their supper, lost in the void and made of tin. We heard the blast ringing out of the town, before the world fell quiet. The women and children cried out, and the industry machines went silent. The waters are rising upwards, into the depths where no light goes. I hear men screaming and begging, have mercy on their souls. Okay. Just inside a blast door, he said, but he didn't say which one. There were quite a few. There was something near the projector, so let's go back to the projector and see if that actually has anything to do with anything. See if we can stab a pipe near there and open up that one. What did I do? What did I do? It doesn't count as restored. That does not count as being restored. Air compression. But this is story progress. That said it was optional. But it's not optional because I'm doing it. And I have to do it in order to progress. Fuck. Can I... There's been a horror game would be concerned also that would have been you dealing with ghosts and warthog zombies from miners. Yep. But no, this is definitively not labelled as a horror film. Game. This is an adventure indie game, according to the tags.
A spray of perfume and it all comes flooding back.
This game so far gives me horror games vibes, to be honest. It's alright. It's not a horror game, though. Does that count as a restored projector? No, it does not. Fuck. Air compression, though, because I need to get the manual back. Oh, I see. I get the thing, put the thing back in complete. Okay, right. I see. Eh?
At roughly 3 p.m. today, we had a breakthrough. I sprayed a small amount of the perfume that the next of kin provided on the back of the armchair. Although there wasn't any verbal acknowledgement at this stage, I found that the patient seemed to be calm throughout the entire session. I'm going to wash it off tomorrow and see if there's a direct difference, and if so, I may use it as an aid in future sessions. I don't know where you are in there or what it looks like to you, but our readings have trebled in the last few seconds. You must be incredibly close to the center of this memory. I think...
What's going on? Exploring memories. Because the one's the only one story related. Possibly, yeah. My CP level shenanigans.
There it is. Our readings, they're showing that this is what's causing the symptoms of dementia in our patient. Or at least it's part of what's causing it.
So why was there a massive one back in the Ether Institute?
Destroy it any way you can. Once the task is done, I'll be able to extract you from the memory and place you in another. Not again! It's resisting! Whatever you do, don't listen to it! It's trying to stay attached to the mind in any way it can. You can't trust it! Hit the switch, Restorer! Destroy it so we can access further parts of the mind.
I can't disobey!
It needs to be destroyed. Hit the switch now!
I can't not. I'm trying to resist it, but I keep getting pulled forward. Okay, let's just go with it. What if I wanted to go for the other one?
Moments, like stars, are passing me by, burning so bright and so fast as if they never truly existed at all. They're so beautiful, so fragile. I want to hold on to them. I want to hold on and never let them go. Why can't I hold on anymore? Please.
What the fuck?
Restorer? Can you hear me? Ah, there you are. I'm sorry. What you've just experienced was a relapse of our patient's condition. Hopefully you didn't cause too much damage whilst inside.
Me?
Now, the objective as stated is to locate Jean's artifact. At this present moment in time, we don't know what this item is. We need to gather information from important memories our client can still understand. Their core memories.
Okay. No, horror game, I don't believe you. It doesn't say horror game on the tags, although it does say for the PEGI rating. Although it's rated for, you know, ages appropriate for ages 7, it does also say on the back the horror icon. God knows why they use a spider, but I suppose, yeah, it's like, that's kind of... Yeah. What if I feel like this is all evil? I don't know. I think maybe it's more a case of some things are best left forgotten. Okay. Oh, those are really thick books. Again, have no items. At least there's nothing that looks like... Ah, pants. At least there's nothing, you know, going on in the... You know, there wasn't any buttons in there. What's that? Oh! I'll take that, thank you very much. Thread gold chopped tomatoes. Didn't I have... Isn't there a... like a dial in here that's got... Yeah, here. No? Okay. Fine. Fine then. Pinwheel Harbour, so that's where I am now. No idea. Painter's Journal number 1, entry 1 out of 10. I've been told by my doctor that keeping a journal about my workshop work will be beneficial for my treatment even at this early stage. In this morning's workshop I painted for the first time in around 5 years. My doctor was indeed right. I felt incredibly relaxed as I sat there in that light and breezy room, brush on paper. It reminded me of a time long ago when I used to paint professionally. I've struggled in remembering my most recent work, but I do remember that long ago I produced a painting that overlooked Pinwheel Harbour, tracing the coastline all the way to St Paul's Lighthouse. A deep sense of inspiration was felt when this memory was rediscovered, like an old photo album in the attic. It made me feel good again. Huh. Welcome, Matt.
Right. Let's try to make sense of all of this. Explore whatever you can, and I'll keep in contact with any new information.
Pinwheel Mayday Festival, 1st May, Town Square, music and celebrations at 12 PM. And the pinwheel. What the feck? Just in case you're wondering why I say what the fuck. That's why I'm saying what the fuck. Ah.
A ribbon. This must be Jean's representation of them within her mind.
Ah. I see. So that's progress of finding all the memory fragments. So there's 8 in each of the areas. Okay, fair. I can't play piano apparently. Game imitating life. J.D. Taylor. Glug. Reminder, herbs and spice go here. Do they indeed? Thank you for the hydration reminder, DJ. Slow bottles. Yes. I mean, it's probably be used as storage for the local celebrations. Does that make sense?
Have you got an umbrella? I didn't think we'd get caught out in it today.
That's the subject's voice. That's not my voice. That's the subject. Or patient. Whichever way you want to determine it. Oh, there's another one.
I must say, I am impressed, Restorer. You've done such wonderful work this evening.
I've recovered 2.
Just between you and I, there's a lot riding on this restoration. It's our last week of funding, and, well, I haven't got any usable results. You're my last hope, and it's very important that we succeed.
The tone, the rhythm, just listening to that melody would never get old.
I think I want to keep that. Inspirations. Ow. Fucking coccyx. Still in the centre of the market, I can hear the potential for my new communication system. Imagine long-distance conversations bringing everyone closer, family, friends and business. We all love to talk, to discuss ideas and to hear loved ones' voices. Still in the centre of this market, I hear conversations. Excuse me. Susan Shorrocks talks to Jan Hemingway about Matthew Lewis and his charming manners with the ladies. Dr. Foster commandeers in his doctoral manner to Howard Peterson that at his age he really should quit smoking. George Thornton tells his daughter Jean that if she is good today, he will buy her some sweets at the market. Conversation is king here and everywhere, and if my system can work, then it can be king and home, connecting us all together. A Bell. So yeah, Alexander Graham Bell. 0427. Okay. Can't take that with me, but what I can take with me is that fuse. Let's go back here and go plop. Yoink. 0427. I really want to remember that. It's probably got something to do with that that dial I've already picked up. It's a shower.
Ugh, the smell.
Theft reports. In the early hours of Sunday morning, a Mr. Thompson and Mr. Penman stole a shipment of J.D. Taylor's locally brewed beer from the J.D. Taylor warehouse. The two scoundrels, rather than instinctively selling the shipment, slunk off to a secret storage house upon the dock, where they proceeded to drink the majority of their haul's contents. An alert was brought to the station at 4 o'clock Monday morning, when neighbouring residents began to complain about the horrendous singing that was coming from within the storage house. By the time we appeared on the scene, both perpetrators had fallen fast asleep over their precious goods. Arrests and charges followed in due course. Okay. I won't just want to see if there's some leads, though. Okay, I see on the other side of that wall. Right, makes sense. Sort of. Okay, I'm not meant to walk up
I wonder
that.
how many fish they'll catch yesterday.
That doesn't make sense. How many fish they'll catch yesterday? The incorrectness of that grammar really hurts my brain. I can walk on water to an extent. Ah.
You know, I am sorry about before, the relapse and all. Just remember, it's incredibly important that we trust each other. Don't worry too much about her brain. I'll be monitoring it on my end to ensure that no severe damage is caused during your visit.
I'm sorry, but when I'm dealing with someone's memories, the last thing I actually want to hear, reliably is, don't worry about her brain. I think that should be my primary concern. I'm delving in here to someone who is suffering dementia. To, unlock memories and, wipe away the fog that dementia has brought on. And the thing I hear from my handler is, don't worry about her brain. Not reassuring.
The mind can be like a blank canvas, or a picture can be left incomplete for a generation, only to be finished years later in life.
The blacksmith was a vital part of the British town for a very long time, but with industries growing and taking over, They had to find other ways to survive and remain in trade. This particular smith became well known for his sculpting and other decorative metal work. But apparently he became a recluse after the industrial decline and destroyed all of his work.
No severe brain damage, what the fuck, lady? I mean, in fairness, there's already brain damage. There is already damage. What was I trying to do? I'd honestly forgotten what I was carrying around there. I could have just, put it. P Field. Oh, it's a cider. Aha.
If an artist's tools are kept sharpened, any memory can be etched in stone.
Okay, and what's that done? Oh. Smashy, smashy. Need to find something to put in there. The Bible. Damaged floor. Dear Mr. Bell, although I'm grateful for the extra income, I'm slightly worried about the damage you've done to my floor whilst putting your cables under my workshop. The floor looks very weak and I'm nervous every time I have to carry something heavy over it. Anyway, I've made the repair cable you asked for. It's only a temporary fix, but it should do the job. We'll talk about the floor again soon. Yeet. Wait, what? Does he need to smith something? Possibly. Okay, wires and plugs. American style. But it's before earthing was much of a thing. There it is again! That's a fucking button. That right there is a button from the Institute. What monster has their cutlery on the bottom drawer? There's another button. Reused assets. Reused assets all over the place. Dear Aaron, my sleepless nights are now almost stopped. The rolling sound of the buoys out at sea helps me drift off every night, and Poppy sleeps soundly at the foot of my bed next to my tools. It's been difficult to continue blacksmithing in the same capacity as an old man. There's so many repairs I need to do for the locals, I'm just not quick enough to do it in time. Anyway, those Wainwright kids have been playing around the furnace again. They come down to watch their toy boat races on the river, but like to take excursions into my workshop. I know your neighbours with their parents, so you can just ask them to have a word with their children for me. I just don't have the energy to chase them anymore. Well. Crashed. Oh, sorry, yeah, the DJ. Ah. I need to smith something. What I do need to do, though...
Even in the darkness, new memories can be painted into our lives.
Did it? Ah.
Sometimes we find old ones we forgot were even there.
Mechanical engineering. Hey, Bell. Experimental. Note to self, I must ask the blacksmith to make me a connector for the broken cable. I'd hoped to have finished my test by now, and I fear that even when the power's back on, the lamps still won't function correctly. Either way, I must try. I already have another experiment lined up using the sound, and I may get to press on. Well, no idea what that did, but sure. Oh, it's a projector!
There's not much I can say about today's session other than sheer joy. We'd set up an easel in the corner of the room by the window, and we both painted together for most of the afternoon. The paintings were remedial, but showed a keen desire to express one's emotions. There's a person in there just screaming to break out. The whole session was recorded, and I believe this is tangible evidence that the therapy is working. I just need to show sustainability to ensure further funding. Of course, full validation and acceptance is still the goal here, but this is fantastic.
I got a projector without even realising that's what I was doing.
Did I ever tell you about an old colleague of mine who experimented with brain cell transplants? Taking them from one memory and surgically implanting them into another. An attempt to reconfigure their minds, he said. Fascinating stuff, really. Imagine what we could do with that level of scientific freedom.
Not sure I like the sound of that level of scientific freedom. Reminder, lock door when going to bed. Fair. Barred customers. Can all staff please take note that the following customers are currently barred from the Crow's Nest pub. Please do not allow them to enter the premises till their bar is lifted. Jim Thompson, 5 years. Mark Penman, 6 months. Christopher Fletcher, 8 weeks. Maggie Hemway, 5 weeks. Steve Gregson, 1 week. Thank you. Elaine Gregson, oh my good god. One of our own relatives. Ha. For a week.
A crow with an injured wing, just lying there on the beach.
So for him to say,
I imagine this was almost a second home to most of the fishermen who lived here. There was a strong reading when you walked in. There's a story to be told here. I think you better keep looking.
booze. Number few. Hey, thanks for looking out for me tonight. Don't forget to leave the key in the safe so I can get it to my room when I return. Combination is 1513. Okay, so that's 2 combinations that I've got to remember. But where is the safe? You'd think the safe would be behind the desk. I didn't even see one. What kind of noise is that? A memory fragment.
Another one. You're really doing a very good job, Restorer. Although I should mention, the board are going to be monitoring our progress tonight. So failure to retrieve the artifact is simply not an option.
Another projector. Not what I wanted to do. I do have a key, but it's clearly not the one I need. Maybe if you just spoiled yourself by looking at what this game is about, still have and enjoy it. No problem at all, Wigman. Thanks for coming in as long as you did, and I will see you later. What's the spell a safe in getting back into his room? Well, that's clearly the room. Just need to find that safe. What? There's something behind that. There's something behind that, as I can tell. Maybe pop that there. Nah. I was thinking you'd get the broken bottle, slice through it. How you supposed to close the door in that toilet? Stand on it. Stand on toilet, breathe in very deeply, and just go. Or just whistle very loudly, continuously, to make it clear that you're in there. Okay, I don't see a safe. I'll have another look down here, but I did not see a safe. And you would think that that would indicate the presence of a safe, there being a note about it. Now you'll be off. No problem at all, Widgren. Have yourself a good night. Hope you can get some sleep. There's no safe down here, though. Fair. So where it would make sense for there safe, to be a safe, there isn't a safe. Oh.
Don't talk so loud. You'll scare them off.
The memory fragment.
Please remain focused in there, Restorer. I can't stress to you how much I'm relying on you to succeed. I've been let down far too many times before, and I won't stand for it again. What? Yes, I asked you half an hour ago. No, I want you to inject it now. I don't care. They have clearly stated the procedure's intention, so do as I ask. Sorry about that. I need to go and sort out an incompetent individual as per usual. I'll be back shortly.
It glistened in the shop window. A music box with the most beautiful decoration.
A great man once worked here. Part philosopher, part engineer.
I'll be back shortly. She's back immediately.
History forever. Let's find out what this has to do with anything.
Failures. More damn failures plague my work. Equipment has been breaking all the time, forcing me to buy in bulk or to search out expensive specific parts. The Hemmingsways who run the post office must think that I am creating Frankenstein's monster. Sometimes I wonder if I am, especially with so many failed attempts. It's like God is stopping me in my tracks, preventing me from creating this wondrous machine for some unfathomable reason. How can more conversation and contact be a bad thing? Competent individual, sure. We found another projector at least. When one door closes, another opens, but you often look so long and so regretfully that upon the closed door, we do not see the one which is opened. I wonder if that's the one I need for, this key for. Nope. So I've got a key to somewhere else. I need to find a key for here. Okay. I've also got to find a safe, which I have a combination for.
The boys used to make the fish talk. Ugh.
Yeah, it does sound rather gross, but I know exactly what she means.
10 people. A small wedding. But moving country means making a new life and new friends.
Every town has its own May Day celebration. but many people travelled from around the British Isles for the annual Pinwheel Maypole Morris dancing competition. Such a beautiful English tradition, and a rare thing these days.
Pinwheel Primary. Okay, that's school. Hey, borrowed a stamp. Don't forget to post the order for your Mayday ankle bells. Seems to be the box. John S. Do like a phone in the pinwheel cinema will be closing on the 15th of May. File the motion picture Attack of the Type 5 will be held on that day of the usual time is 6 PM. After this, cinema will close its doors for the last time. Thank you. Pressure. Oh, that was already done. I get this is like my inventory, but game, please, could it be a bit simpler? Mayday preparations. Simon Shorrocks, please make sure you clean and tidy all the upstairs bedrooms before I return them from town. I need them spotless as we have Grandpa Joe come to stay us for the Mayday festivities. Georgina, please can you clean up all the pots in the kitchen as well as mop the floor. We'll be cooking from 8 tonight and I want the cook hassle-free. Benjamin, can you sweep the hallway and ensure all windows are open and let the house ventilate? There's a foul smell coming from somewhere in here. I bet it's one of you three. We will be staying in the master bedroom tonight together. I know it's cramped, but you will have to make sacrifices for the comfort of others in this situation. Also ensure that you let me know of anything missing from your equipment. I need to order anything through the post office soon. Please don't let me down. Mum. Okay. Power. Reminder, don't place sugar in the fridge. I don't know, maybe he wants to be cool and sweet at the same time? Okay. Not sure at all what that card's for. Oh look, another projector. A shoe. Well, that's a shoe-in. A recorder. Used to play one of those in school. Mum, do you know where my Mayday equipment is? I can't find it anywhere. I always forget the actual names of the Mayday stuff. It's so old standing. Here's the stuff I need. 1 hat, 2 bells, 1 stick. I think that's all, thanks. Wait, what? Okay, so I need to find out what the item number of this is, because I need a second one of those, apparently. Is there a catalogue or something there? There's item numbers that it wants me to find, basically. Molly. That mildly jump scared me. I wasn't certain that's going to... That's not right! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, yeah. Yeah, those are all the numbers of the clock, but why is it... Okay.
no. Oh no, nothing.
What? The Grumpy Knocker. Yes, I too have grumpy tits. Weird. I know, right? I know. Mm. Still would like to find out, you know, what the item number is for Morris bells. Where's Grumpy? I only need one of it. Oh, no, it needs a specific name. It can't be, you know, it's not just bells, it is the actual name of it. Okay. I can't just put bells. Because they're so old sounding. That's in my case. I detect a bit of bleed through effect. Five. Going for a beat, a little bit. Thank you for the hydration reminder, DJ. Pinwheel Post May 2nd, 1966. Disaster. Mine collapse kills 23. Yesterday, a terrible accident occurred deep within Brimcliff Mine, killing 23 of its workers. A chilling explosion rang throughout the village and could be heard as far away as Devlin. In a routine expansion of the tunnels deep underneath the surface, what should have been a general and safe explosion went terribly wrong when it detonated, causing a severe cave-in. Trapping 23 men, the rocket collapsed into the seabed high above, causing the chamber to flood and killing all who were inside. Reports that the warden, Mr. R. Burton, who was incapacitated at the time and could not communicate with Mr. Remo, the evacuation officer, have raised major concern that this could have been prevented. That's what I was on composition, okay. Let me behind there. Okay, so I need to go upstairs and use a pulley system to get that up. Really? Tuesday's handover. Hi Jan, all caching up has been complete and the books have been filled out. I've replaced some of the stock on the shop floor with our reserves and have ensured that the outgoing mail is ready for delivery. The parcel situation, however, has not lessened. I know we hired Matthew as a temp to aid us, but I feel that the work is still not getting done, even after that chat you had with him last week. I heard from Doris Farrell that he has been in the crow's nest every night this week chatting up Elaine Gregson. Bit brave if you ask me. I heard she was a bit of a tough one. See you when I'm home, Philip. Okay. Guess I can go behind the post office thing now. It's worryingly low. That looks like it belongs there. It really does. Just nipped out. Philip, I've just nipped out but shouldn't be too long. Can you please make sure you keep an eye on the counter for me whilst I'm gone? Matthew's upstairs sorting through the parcel backlog that the bank holiday has caused. He told me it was taking him a lot longer to go through because of the weird and heavy equipment that Mr. Bell has been ordering from London. Apparently the fellow ordered a whole load of stuff relating to boys and church bells. Trifle strange if you ask me, but each their own. Anyway, I'll see you soon, Jan. Okay.
Andrew was the oldest brother, and the most mischievous by far. Rob usually did whatever...
You know what? I'm going to put that card over here. Grab that.
Andrew was the oldest brother, and the most mischievous by far. Rob usually did whatever he was told, and Harry was too young to argue back. Did you ever hear the story of the Knocker? Andrew asked in a sinister tone. The Knocker? His brothers replied, looking at Andrew skeptically. Yes, it lives in the mine past the dock. Legend has it that an old man went into the mine once looking for his dog, and some strange crystal in there changed him. Changed him into what? Rob inquired, already far too interested for his own good. Andrew's face grew wide and animated. No one knows, because everyone who sees him dies. But apparently, he knocks on the wall with a massive stick, and if you hear it, it means he'll get you. Then what happens? Asked Rob nervously.
Okay. Guess I'm keeping that. So that actually didn't really help with anything. Just thong, clonk, clonk, clonk. That would be impressive. That would be really impressive if someone could do that. Okay, so I've made most of the circuit of the town now. Most of it. Well, hello, memory fragment. How do I get you? And there's one right here as well. Okay, there's no way
Hello,
getting
Dr.
there.
Edmonds speaking. No, everything is coming along as expected. He's showing some good
This should be the
progress.
next thing.
I know, but
Very.
yes, I understand. I'll send the results as soon as possible. That was observations. The board are expecting results soon. We simply can't miss this deadline. There should only be one more memory fragment in this area that we need to find. Please don't let me down like the others did.
I know where it is. I can see it. Found this old letter this morning whilst I was going through all of your old things. I completely forgotten that we had done this all this years ago. Don't know why I'm writing this. You're gone now. I have to accept that. I have to. I'm 89 and can barely write properly. I am no use to anyone without you. Everything here has changed. No matter what happens, I will never forget your radiant face. Even though part of the school was built over where we buried our capsule, I'll still remember the code. Your birthday, of course. 0911. Miss you so much. That's 3 codes now I've got to remember. That one's to apparently part buried under the school? I don't know. There's no way to keep a note in this.
I wouldn't exactly say orange.
Aren't you glad I didn't ask you that? My love, I want us to do something together that can last forever. Something that someone in the future can find one day and understand the feelings that we have for one another. I'm fed up with all the normal stuff that people do when they date. I feel like we're different, that our love is deeper than the rest in some way. Something important. I thought we could create a time capsule of all the things we hold dear for one another. From letters to treasured items. Bury it somewhere special. Somewhere that will remain safe for hundreds of years to come. What do you think? Right back, Tom. Sounds like, quite a lot of couples. Most couples think that they're different to other couples. And in fairness, in one way, they're right. Because, you know, every relationship, every couple is different. But at the same time, it's like... relationships aren't inherently better than each other. My dear Tom, of course I shall help you with your time capsule. It's wonderful and romantic and exciting. I also fear that the love we have is different to all other couples. Their arguments and squabbles showing that we must have something unique. I never felt this way about anyone else in the world, and I wish we could be with each other all the time. Do you want to meet me this evening by the old oak tree, down from the church and near the edge of the cliff? What oddly specific directions. It'll be a perfect place to bury the capsule. Bring the things you want to put in it and box to use. Love with all my heart, your Juniper Berry. So what was that? Down from the church and near the edge of the cliff. Okay. It's just claiming we were different from other couples in the sense of just weird claim anyway. It is, but something I see in kids a lot.
Hey,
Well,
how
younger
y'all
relationships.
up? I got the message.
What's
Don't
that
sound
doing
yourself
there?
when you're in there.
What's that doing there?
I still can't shake this feeling that this whole thing is a bad idea. But I guess you need this. I don't know.
That's something from outside. That is not something that's in the memory. That is something that's going on in the real world.
Hey, how you holding up?
Yeah.
I got the message. You don't sound yourself when you're in there. I still can't shake this feeling that this whole thing is a bad idea. But I guess you need this. I don't know.
So there's the last memory fragment, but I don't want to grab that in case getting the last fragment ends this section. Ah.
Andrew was the oldest brother, and the most mischievous by far. Rob
Okay, so that's 2 dials I found. By the old oak tree. Well, that looks like an oak tree. Down from the church. The oak tree at the cliff. No idea. I'm very certain that's the highest place I've been, but that's no church. What this path leads to. So I started going down here, collected the memory fragments, and then just left out. Actually, let's see how many memory fragments are left. Yeah, there is just that one left. Okay. Thing is, she keeps talking about this artifact. As like, they're sounding like the Templars from Assassin's Creed. You're using memories to unlock the location of an unknown artifact. Oh, I thought it was. Well, that was a. No, that's not anything. Okay, so I can't go anywhere. So this doesn't go anywhere at all. Right, okay. I mean, that looks like an oak tree. It's sort of by a cliff. It's down from whatever's there. It's not near a cliff though.
You probably should have rolled up your trousers.
Okay, I think I just died. Oh well. Hmm. would like to know where that church is so I can find the rest of these things. I feel like I'm missing a lot of stuff. Like a lot. Man, it's not even new. I feel like I am. I know I'm missing a lot.
The smell of raw fish.
I guess that's insight. I can't think of anywhere else. Yeah, so I'm just going to grab the memory fragments. I'm going to be here all day, all night.
Remember, Restorer, I will not let you project back to the real world until our goal is reached. Don't worry about what's happening on my end. I'll make sure you're safe. As long as you help me, I'll help you. And we'll get through this in one piece. Now, when you're ready, come back to the case and let's access the first core memory of this evening.
Why did that sound so sinister? That sounded really fucking sinister. Fair. Yes, but what? Maybe I need to actually put the fuse in there. Wait, what is a fuse like this doing in wherever this is? Doesn't make sense. Okay, is this connected to anywhere? So I'll do it. Okay, so there's that. That is connected there, so I need to find where the red wire goes. It's the red wire, not the black wire. Why do I feel like I'm not done with that? But yes, I am at the same time. I don't get it. Screw it. Gonna go with the core memory because I can't work out that. Oh, okay. Hey. What? Oh, I already don't like this. Beautiful music. Yeah. Jesus Christ! Well, that scared the living shit out of me. Not a horror game, sure. I mean, the case does say it has horror elements in it, but it does say Peggy rated for people 7 years and up. Okay. Should have nothing I can do apart from zoom in and that. I have nothing else I'm able to do with this. Is that everything? Guess we'll find out.
So, how was it in there? I can see from the evidence you gathered that the memory showed strong emotional readings that point to a pleasant memory. Then again, even happy memories can be locked away for good reasons sometimes. There are at least 2 areas close by that hold memory fragments. These should lead us to more core memories, and hopefully the artifact. From my notes, it seems that you'll need to follow the river further up the valley, and see what we can access there. We best get to move on.
Okay. I guess I'm following that path then. Maybe the stuff that I've already seen is going to be pertinent 2 bits further on.
Pathway should be around here somewhere. Now let us... Let's explore, shall we?
Why are there no subtitles for that bit? It's because I've already been up here and, you know, I might have glitched it slightly. Pinwell Village. Can't go there yet. Okay, so that area is locked off to me currently. Right. An easel with a book on it. Painter's Journal number 10. I found entries number 1 and 10. Dr. Edmonds had asked me to write in here during my therapy sessions and not at home because I haven't been filling out my book when I'm on my own. I told her I did not want to do it anymore, but she insisted that I do because it will help me remember things. I just want to paint and I don't want to write. Colours make it clearer. They make everything clearer for me. Today I'm going to paint the view from this window. Then Dr. Edmonds says Jim is going to come and pick me up and take me back to the care home. Thomas. Well, that to me looks like a church up there.
At least we don't have to go all the way up there.
Okay, so oak tree. Oak tree mostly because of the time capsule. It's very difficult to see what's supposed to be an oak tree in this because the rendering is not great. Because, you know, those are oak leaves, I think. What are they? I'm actually having an issue remembering what oak leaves look like now. Fuck's sake. That big patch of clear area is a little suspicious. Something I need a shovel somehow. Well, that's a silver birch, which I do know. But it's not that one. Okay, these look like oak leaves to me, and this is probably the oak, but am I just you know clicking around aimlessly until I hope to find something, or what? Or is that the wrong one? I don't know. There's a mine there. Just random book on a... Painter's Journal number 3. In today's workshop, we were asked to paint using a personal life experience as inspiration. I struggled to think of anything at first, as I wanted to think about my time in America, but my thoughts kept coming back to Pinwheel. Eventually I gave up and decided to draw upon an event that happened here in the 1960s, something that was traumatic for me and the rest of the village. The mines, from memory, were dark and claustrophobic, and the men trapped down there helpless as the water came through the cavern wall. I wish I could remember all their names and hope I did today's painting did them all justice. My teacher said it was very good, but a little too dark for her. Yeah, no shit.
Can we have a go on the rope swing?
Apparently not. That's another contender for the oak tree. Well, didn't he say it was like partly under a school now? Getting pretty. It is. It is quite pretty. There's nothing in here. Do I go up the river? Do I literally go up river? It would seem so. Brimcliff Industrial Centre. Oh! It actually let me go into this one.
The area of the mine that you've just entered seems to be outputting a variety of important memories. There also seems to be a strong signal coming from within it that appears to be in line with what we'd expect from the artifact. The item we're after to make you stronger. With dementia, it's often the patient's short-term memory that begins to falter first. We can use older memories as a seed to help rebuild and validate our patient's life story. The artifact should also help us to avoid another relapse, whilst allowing us to target the amyloid plaques that cause our patient's brain cells to die in the first place.
Huh. Well, that, however, is where I'm going to be ending things tonight. That was odd. That was odd. I got one trophy. I literally have one trophy in the entire game. Out of 13! There's only 13 trophies to this game. Oh, I see. I see what the trophies are. Okay. Sort of thought the last game. Yeah, it was a bit weird. But yeah, I think that's going to remain a one-off. I think that is going to remain a one-off, and I'm going to finish that in my own time, because I don't think that's got much of a longevity to it. As much as I like story-driven games, that one, I don't know. There's something weird and off about it. I don't know. I mean, so if there's like 4 areas, I've basically gotten over a quarter way through the game already, essentially. And if there's only 20 projectors and I've found 5 of them, yeah, that lines up, you know, about a quarter of the way through. Fairly snuff. So the game is a good way to showcase dementia. It does. It does. Yeah, but as has been mentioned beforehand, you know, discussion of dementia can also affect people, so I think that's also another good reason to not stream it. But, you know, it's been a one-off. I will most likely off-stream get the trophies, get the game done, and, yeah, get it through and over with. But that has been the one-off game stream. I actually liked it. I enjoyed it. You know, now that I wasn't playing a game that was, you know, making me unbelievably annoyed and angry. God. Castlevania. So it is something I'm going to be doing again in the future, I believe. What's is currently on there? Oh god, give me a second to see if we have a spare challenge slot. I don't think we do. I think I recently filled it after finishing this one on. Let me have a quick look. No, that's the wrong button. Community challenges. Yeah, there's 3 in the racking at the moment. Oh, it's because I didn't remember play the Witcher one. Okay. Yeah. So it might be a recurring one because I've still got that list. I've still got that list of all the other one-off games that I'm planning. Ooh. So yeah, I think I'll be doing more of the one-off game streams in future. Next stream, however, is going to be tomorrow at 4 PM GMT, where it's going to be RPG Thursday, and getting back to Disco Elysium, and finishing off day 3, and getting to the chaos that is day 4. Scoo, I know, is way ahead of me currently. Scoo is currently in day 5, and from what they have said about day 5, it further reinforces their and my thoughts that day 5 is the final day of it. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how far I can also go with tonight with solving things, because it definitely feels like, because Kim hasn't popped up and said I'm going to bed, it feels like I'm on this, set path of, solving a load of, connected things, like deeply connected. So, yeah. Just go so far, we now know who we're looking for. We have a very good idea of who the suspect is. I have a theory on where the suspect is hiding, but we're currently trying to track that person down. Their motive is unclear. So basically, what we most need to do is get a firm motive and get the murder weapon in their hand without a shadow of a doubt. I very, very much think that I know what's going on. I think. Jace, hello and welcome. Hello, little Sib. And it's saying, yeah, you have come in just as I'm closing things up for the one-off game stream challenge. Unfortunately, you're always so busy. Don't worry about it. Honestly, don't. I know that my streams are very strange timing wise, and also people are busy. It's a thing, and also doesn't help the fact that my early streams take place at about what time is it for you? 11 in the morning. And I know a lot of people over in the US and Canada and that time zone, in my early streams, are usually either asleep or at work, or doing something else. But don't worry, Jace. Do not worry about it. I take no offense over it. I know brain words. Brain. No. Oh yeah, I understand the desire to watch my stuff. If you do fancy watching my previous stuff, my YouTube channel has all of my streams I've done so far, apart from ones where I've called the stream off prematurely because I've just not liked what was going on, or for some reason or another. Even some of those have made up, and my very, very first stream is not on there, mostly because I hadn't set up Twitch to keep my VODs. So the very, very, very first stream that I ever did is not on YouTube. Everything else is, though. Everything. You're enjoying Heavensward classes. I enjoy one of them. Actually, no, I enjoy 2 of them, because Machinist is Heavensward as well. Dark Knight and Machinist I enjoy from Heavensward. Astrologian, not so much. What? Jace, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Very much appreciated. Poop. Didn't need to do that. I really appreciate that, but you didn't need to do that whatsoever. So I have a 100-bit boop on the nose. I feel like someone just smacked me on the nose with a dollar bill. That's essentially what happened. Or, you know, someone threw a $1 coin at me, or £1 coin. I have no idea what the currency exchange is. But, you know, yeet at me. And some of the SCP streams. Yeah, the first few SCP streams never got VODed. I purposely did not VOD them because I didn't think people would be interested in them. But apparently the SCP streams are really popular, so I need to essentially go back and re-record them whenever I can feel to do so. Don't like Astrologian and Sage, not Giant Bill, so level 3 Astrologian. I just can't heal. Final Fantasy 14, I just can't heal. I just can't do it. It's all good. I probably shouldn't tell you then that it... Is it 1,000 bits? Or is it 10,000? I think it's 1,000. I think there's a special voice line at 1,000 bits. I think. I can't remember. I'm the one who set up and recorded it. It's just me in a Smeagol voice saying, "Oh, what is it? Oh, look at all these bitches for Smeagol's titties. Thank you, preciouses." That's it. I think I did a similar one for... No, there's 2 Smeagol ones. I'm pretty sure there's one for 1,000 and one for 10,000. I think there's actually 2 Smeagol ones. Or is there? Or is there one for a high donation? I don't know. I haven't listened to my own alerts in ages. So you're about to spit it out. I haven't done the things necessary to spit out first. You got this. Things with Thunderbirds. Yeah, so many sadly. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry. I was definitely not, saying, "Oh, please, please donate X amount to get this alert up." If I really want to remember it, I can go onto Stream Elements and bring it up. There's also another Smeagol line in Dream. I'm pretty sure there is. Actually, I don't even need to replicate and a redeem. Give me a sec. Stream Elements, not Steam Elements. There's no such thing as Steam Elements, or if there is, I don't know. Login. I mean login. I'm logged into Stream Elements already. I'm using its services. What on earth? I suppose once I saw some at Streamer Power, so of course you're on that list. Oh, I appreciate that little sip. I really do. Frames line, yeah, sadly, because I've got the thing up. I've got the website up. Give me 2 seconds. I will be able to bring up that sound file. Hopefully. Alert box, is it? Let's screw it. I'll just emulate it. Tip. Let's do a $50 tip just to see if that's any different.
The Doom Slayer.
No, that's just normal. Cheer event. Okay, so 1,000 bits sounds like this. That. So 1,000 bits is the same as the previous one. I thought I upped it. 5,000. So when's Smeagol come into play then? Look at process. Look at process. Look at Zonros. There's the other one. It was hideously layered, but it was there. That's what Logia does for me. To Twitch where you got that. I wasn't Twitch. That was not Twitch. That's my potato of a computer. Having more than one having to run an active website makes Firefox eat more RAM, and my PC can't take providing Firefox with more RAM and running OBS. But yeah, so I have no idea. The 1,000 bits sounded like the normal one, But when I did 5,000, it sounded like the one that I'm pretty sure is for 5,000 bits. But when I clicked custom, it then did the special one, which I made a special one for 10,000 because of Zero. Don't know why that played. Don't know. Stream elements. It's your fault, Kipper. Blame you for this. A wanker. So, yeah. It happens. But yeah. It's like the 10k bits one is essentially because Zero was being Zero. And I think she actually triggered the 10k bits donation once. And it's basically Tamika voice telling Zero off, and then say if it's not Zero, well, we'll blame her anyway. But yeah, I think I actually can't remember what alert levels I've put them as. I could go and check, but it's fine. It's completely fine. The alerts work, and that's all I care about mostly. But I've been rambling. Yeah. So next stream for me is, as usual, tomorrow RPG Thursday, with it being at 4 PM GMT. Yeah. Until then, though, thank you all very much for coming along and for your support. It's all greatly appreciated. This was strange. It was fun, but it was strange. There will be more one-off game streams in the future. I will put them into a challenge rotation. The current one still going is the horror stream challenge, where I will play one of the previously done horror games and scream myself silly and jump around a lot. Apparently I do get affected by jump scares a lot more when I'm streaming, because usually, so don't really get into them, but apparently, nope, streaming does it. Streaming really does it. But until then, until next time, hope you have a good rest of your evening, good day, good night, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time is for you. Till next time though, stay safe and see you later. Bye!